What's shaking YouTube? It's your boy Graybeard Gamer, bringing you the first video of Black Ops 4. I've been out of the game for a while, but I'm back in it, and I'm really excited about today's video. It's not my gameplay. I got permission from a guy I was playing against online, but he went 50-3 in domination, and he was playing very smart and very aggressive, but selectively aggressive. So if you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. If it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe. But without any further ado, let's jump into the video. Special shout out to VexMe for allowing me to upload his gameplay. As you can see here, he jumps out very aggressively right off the bat in the game of domination. He knows that they're going to capture. Most of the players will be capturing the A flag, so he gets right over into their spawn. One thing I want you to notice right here, I would have gone up and tried to kill this guy or shot the guy in the back or punched him in the back or whatever. He chooses, because he's in a vulnerable position of reloading, to go upstairs and come back and fight another day. Very selective, very smart. His focus is not on getting kills as much as it is staying alive. Another example of that is this right here. He has someone he could take out right there, and he could probably win that gunfight. But if you notice, there's a teammate there also who would probably shoot VexMe and take him out and end his streak. But he elects to run away and regenerate his health and live to fight another day. Very smart, very selective with his challenges. He's not afraid to run. He knows when to stay and fight, and he knows when to flee. Here he's selectively aggressive. He kind of looks at his mini-map, and he knows where they're spawning at, knows where his teammates are at, takes that guy out. I think he gets a little lucky right there, but then he goes back upstairs, and he's patrolling this area in their spawn. He's waiting for his teammate to help. He throws up a sensor dart. Spawns have flipped, and now he knows that he could probably go ahead and take the A flag. Very smart, very aggressive play, and he gives his team the advantage right off the bat. Now, they've jumped out to a big lead. They end up beating us really bad, and I was kind of embarrassed to upload it, but his play was so stellar that I thought people could benefit from this, because our focus oftentimes as Call of Duty players is on the number of kills we get, and we don't focus on staying alive as much as we should. In this particular clip right here, he outplays me, which is a little bit embarrassing. He just, oh man, that was terrible. That's why my gameplay's not uploaded and his is at this point. But yeah, he's just selectively aggressive, and he's focused on staying alive. That's where his main focus is at. He's keeping his eye on the mini-map, so he knows where his teammates are at, knows where he has help. He runs away from a fight that's a 50-50. He always tries to gain the advantage. And if you'll notice, throughout this entire video, he doesn't lose any one-on-one gunfights. His sensitivity, based on just watching it, he didn't tell me what a sensitivity was, but based on just watching it, his sensitivity is not high. I would say maybe a 4 or 5. So he's able to stay on target at longer ranges, and he wins almost every gunfight, and I don't know that he even lost a one-on-one gunfight in this match. I think he probably won them all. As you'll see later, when he gets his 3 deaths, it's because there's multiple enemies there, and he just happened to be in the area where the spawn took place for the enemy team or for my team. But he's very smart. Again, he's patrolling an area. He's already got all his full streaks up, so he's able to play a little more free, but he's cautious. He ended the first round, I think, 31-0, which is really good. I'm not even really sure. He didn't get a nuke, I don't believe. I think he got killed off that pretty early in the second round. But again, he's got his streaks going for him, so he's selectively picking his gunfights, and he's also very selective at when he uses his specialist ability, which is something that I need to do better, and I'm sure a lot of people need to do better. But one thing I found interesting is he's using recon, and most people don't use recon, but he used it to his advantage, and apparently he uses it quite a bit. So he knows when to use the sensor dart, he knows when to use the vision pulse to assist himself and his teammates, and he stays kind of to the outside of the map to keep from getting flanked. But he's very smart. He tries to get an advantage. Here they have a UAV up, so he knows that I'm coming, so he just waits for me around the corner, and he takes me out, keeps a streak going. So At least I was the king on the team, I guess, according to that Kingslayer badge. But anyway, throws up the sensor dart again, so now he knows where the enemies are at. He's able to take them out there. I think he's on a Ruthless right now. I do believe he gets killed off of it right here, because there were multiple enemies. Myself and a teammate were able to take him out. But at this point, he's probably 35, 36, and 1. So he's having a great match. And again, the only time he goes mid-map is really either at the beginning of a round or right after spawn. Here he kind of makes a mistake and pulls off an enemy and didn't stay with them till they were dead. Had he not done that, he would have had basically a match with 1 or 2 deaths, and that's it. But his focus the entire time is on staying alive, and he uses cover very well. He sees this guy, he still kind of stays behind the Jeep. He doesn't just run around to get shot, and he's always looking at his mini map, so he knows where his teammates are, and because he knows where his teammates are, then he knows where the enemies are. And again, one-on-one gunfights, he don't lose. So here he takes out 2 guys, and he's in the spawn right now, so he gets killed. But he took out those 2 guys and took a break in the middle of the fight to regen his health and jumped right back in and was able to get the 2nd kill. But again, runs middle map right after spawn to keep the pressure on the enemy team and stay in their spawn. But again, he's watching the mini map. He knows where his teammates are at. The most impressive thing about his entire gameplay, and what I want you guys to take away from this video, is he's selectively aggressive, and he knows when to fight and he knows when to flee. And that's the most important thing. He doesn't take risks. He doesn't put himself at a disadvantage. He doesn't take a gunfight if it's 50-50. Even right here, he could have ran out there and got killed, and most of us would have, but he flanked back and killed the guy, and now he's able to stick to the outside of the map and keep his streaks going. He got several streaks in this match. I mean, he was going off. 50-3 in domination. It's not a 100-kill game, but it's definitely, 50-3. He stayed alive. I don't even know what that KD is. It's incredible. It's like a 17 or something, 16 or 17 KD. Again, uses a sensor dart to identify where the enemies are at. He's using them as a tool. He's using everything he has in his bag as a tool to understand where the enemies are spawning at and to stay alive. And ultimately, his focus is on staying alive and winning the match, and he's able to do that. He really assists his teammates there. I think was just a skill. He was able to outskill the guy he was fighting against there. But focus on staying alive more than focus on getting kills. And I think you'll play a lot better. I know that's where my focus is going to be. And I hope yours is too. But anyway, coming to the end of the video, thanks for watching. My name is Graybeard Gamer. I'm out.